God demanding us to be obedient is not for his own satisfaction, but for our own good. God is not in a short supply of obedient servants. The Bible makes us to understand that in heaven, we have angels with different functions. We have angels that are before his throne, screaming, "Holy, holy," day and night, non-stop. When the devil begins to invade the earth through the life of a man, the Bible explains that the enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy. And he will not just destroy the earth, but even destroy the vessels that he's going to use. So every time we are disobedient, we make room for the devil to invade this earth and not just destroy this earth, but also destroy, or the same thing to our obedience makes room for God to invade this earth and not just bless the earth, but also bless us. Now, I want to draw our attention to something very important. The Bible explains that when man fell in the Garden of Eden, after eating the fruit, God placed a punishment upon man, a curse. And not just on man, God also faced the serpent, the devil, to place a curse on him. And the Bible says, "From today you shall crawl on your belly and you shall eat dust." One will wonder, we have never seen snakes eating dust. They are either eating rodents or, depend on the size of the serpent, they can even eat a very big animal. So, which serpent actually eats dust? No. So, what is God trying to say there? Now, the answer to this question is also a question. What is dust and what did God create with dust? When God created everything, He came to man and man was formed from dust, the flesh of man. Remember, the spirit of man, which is the breath of man, came from God. But to exist on this earth, he needed a suit that fits this earth. And that suit was the flesh, or is the flesh. And so that flesh was formed with dust. But man was yet glorious even when wearing that flesh. But the moment man fell out of the glory of God and became completely flesh, became completely carnal. And so man was in a fallen state, and God told the devil, "From today your food will be this fallen state of man." That means for the devil to have any form of satisfaction, he needs a man in disobedience. He needs a man in rebellion. That is the only way that man can prepare a table for the enemy to feast in his life. And so the Bible explains to us that when Jesus came, Jesus gave us a command that if anyone is going to walk with him, that man must pick up his cross and deny his flesh. It is important to understand that you must deny your flesh, because your flesh is the fallen state of man, and the fallen state of man is in sin, and that sin is the dust that the devil eats. So if one must walk with God, one must recognize that there is a food the devil is after, and that food is sin, that food is carnality, that food is the flesh. And so Jesus explained to us that the prince of this world, who is the devil, came to me and find nothing in me. So the devil actually came in the temptation story, but could not find any form of disobedience in Jesus for him to feast on. And if Jesus had given him a room to feast, probably Satan would have stopped the agenda of God through the life of Jesus on this earth. But because the devil could find nothing of soft in Jesus, he was unable to feast and to cause Jesus to be destroyed, because the enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy. That is why I want us to understand carefully here that the Bible teaches us that a child of God operates by the fruit of the Spirit and not the works of the flesh. The fruits of the Spirit are called fruit for a reason. The devil is also called one that imitates a roaring lion. That means it's a counterfeit lion. And lion feeds on flesh. So when the devil comes to a very obedient believer, all that he will see is fruits. And he cannot eat fruits. He cannot eat the fruit called patience. He cannot eat the fruit called long-suffering. He cannot eat the fruit called goodness. He cannot eat the fruit called forgiveness. He cannot eat the fruit called kindness. He cannot eat the fruit called love. He cannot eat all these fruits. What he wants to eat is flesh, is the fallen state of man. So when he goes to an unbeliever or a rebellious Christian, he will see the work of the flesh, and the flesh is good for him to eat. So he goes to an unbeliever or a disobedient Christian, and he finds flesh in that Christian. He finds the works of the flesh. He finds lies. He finds malice. He finds fornication. He finds adultery. He finds anger. He finds strife. He finds witchcraft. He finds idolatry. He finds every kind of dish that appeals to him, because it is the works of the flesh. And the devil is referred to one that walks like a lion. So what will lion eat? That's why in the story of Daniel, when Daniel was casted into the lions, the lions couldn't eat him because Daniel operated by the Spirit of God. And so the lions saw him, and all they were seeing was just fruits. They could not see flesh, and there was nothing to eat. But when those that plotted against Daniel were thrown into the lion den, before they touched the blood, the lion consumed them. Why? Because the lion saw the works of the flesh. The lion saw food, because those people operated in their flesh. They operated in sin. Dear believer, your obedience to God will starve the devil of his food.